Everyone does this wrong with their computer, but here's how you fix that. If your computer is ever running slow, have you considered getting a new one? Well, stop, because there's a reason for why its performance is lacking, and this is how you fix it. 1. Your memory is full, or it's filling up, which is more likely. A simple mistake everybody makes, and to solve this, just get extra memory and relocate everything that isn't a program or an essential file that is on your main hard drive. The reason for this is when your main storage, where your operating system is on, gets too full, it slows it down. So how do you choose the type of memory, since there's two of them? Well, you can choose a solid state drive, which are typically faster, quieter, smaller, but more expensive. These are perfect for storing programs and important files you need to get to immediately. On the other hand, you have their competitor, the hard disk drive. These are typically slower, noisier, but they're cheaper. These particularly are great for putting backup files or things that are non-essential because they will boot up slower, but these will last longer. And because they're cheaper, you can get more of these compared to the solid state drive without breaking the bank. Internal and external storage. The main differences is that internal will always be cheaper no matter which option you go with. I think it's worth doing if you have a main computer you want to beef up, but that requires you to go into your computer, which I'm sure some people are uncomfortable with. Trust me, I was there, but it's not that bad, and these things are easily removed with some simple tools. Next, we have your RAM, aka random access memory, is getting low. This is what helps your computer run. The more RAM you have, the better things run. I personally recommend anywhere from 16 to 32 gigs of RAM total for your computer. And if you see anything that is below 8, just don't do it. Trust me. If you're using your computer for basic functions, then 8 will do you just fine. But if you want better performance, then I say go for 16 at a minimum, because things will run much smoother that way. Now, if you're interested in things like gaming, for example, or editing, that would say at least 16 at minimum, but you can go to 32, and then that will be a good upgrade for you in the long run. And if you have the money, you can get 2 sticks of 32GB RAM and go for 64GB and have your computer running at an astonishing speed. Now, depending on the type of computer you have, you may have what's called non-removable memory. Typically, this is in laptops, old ones. This might not be an issue for newer ones though, which is essentially you have 2 slots of RAM, but one of them is built in and the other one is removable. So before even buying anything, check if you have removable or non-removable. That way you don't buy 2 sticks and then you can only use 1. Now, this is the most extreme case of all, and that is your computer has old parts that are outdated, or your computer is just getting too old. And at that point, you might just need a new computer. But take everything I've told you previously in this video so that you can choose a computer that has good storage, know what type you want and what you want to use it for, and how much RAM you need to get the peak performance that you desire out of your computer. That way you don't have to buy a new one anytime soon. Also, you can just upgrade those parts later and then not have to buy a new computer and have it run even better when things start getting old or break. Now, there's more I could tell you about how to make your computer better and faster, but those methods are definitely a little bit more complicated and go into more tech stuff. Now, if you want to know what's compatible with your specific computer, then I would recommend checking the first link in the description that will give you everything you need to know about your computer and what type of memory it uses, so that way you don't buy the wrong stuff and don't buy more than you need. Because trust me, I made that mistake and I don't want you to make that mistake. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you on the next video.